Hey Cancer, welcome back to My Chariot. Thank you so much for returning to my subscribers and to the newbies. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you. I am back with another reading. This is going to be a 5 card spread for your Venus sign. So the purpose of this reading is to narrow it down to people who have specific Venus signs. If you are unaware of where your placements are, you can get that information at cafeastrology.com. You'll just put in your information and it'll give you your Venus, moon, rising, all that good stuff. And then you can watch the corresponding video. I'll guide you guys through it as I go along. A couple of announcements. I am at the last stretch of my free private readings that I was doing. That special ended on June 22nd. And so now if you would like to get a private reading, they are 30 to 45 minutes for $22.22. And you can get that information or book a reading with me by emailing me, and my email is below. I am still working on the What Are Their Intentions reading as well for July. I'm going to do the first half of July and the end of July. So look out for those here soon. As for now, we'll go ahead and get started. As I said, it is a 5 card spread, and I'll just guide you as we go along. So in the first position, we have the heart of the matter. So, sorry, my camera's a little bit shaky. Okay, what is the heart of the matter for Cancer? Venus and Cancer. So Venus, your Venus sign or your rising sign typically is how you are perceived in relationships and how you are perceived in your career or in the workplace. Too many. So let's see. What is the heart of the matter for Cancer? So if it goes into relationship or career, either one, I'll go with that. Okay. How you are secretly feeling is the second position. How is Cancer secretly feeling right now? Okay. What you don't know is in the third position. So what does Cancer not know at this time? Something that you are not aware of or you don't see coming. We actually got a lot of cards. Put this back. Okay. And what you should do about this going forward, or what you should be aware of going forward, I'll go ahead and take those as well. Okay, and a possible outcome. Overall energy that we have is the 8 of Pentacles. So, Cancer, you could be working hard right now, focusing on your coins in great detail. So you can be balancing checkbooks, investing money. You could be looking into 401k, retirement. You could be looking to build a business, start your own business. In relationship, you could be working hard on a relationship, looking at the details of both of you individually and how you guys are going to work together. But overall energy is work. You are working on something that is very important to you. It's like a major priority to you. You don't really care about what's going on around you. You're just focused on the coin. Okay, so in the position of the heart of the matter, we have the King of Wands. So I feel that this is you. This is you taking control and taking action, knowing what direction you want to go in and moving in that direction, taking the necessary steps, or, you know, talking to the necessary people, making the necessary moves that you need to make in order to get what it is you want. The King of Wands gets what he wants. One period. In a relationship, the King of Wands is a lot more loyal than they would have been in the past. Before they became a king, I would say. I should say. You could be into reptiles a lot. Okay, so I feel as though you've made a decision as to which direction you want to go in a relationship, but you still have some fears and insecurities around it. I feel that you have not expressed this to the party involved either. I feel that it's some information that you could be keeping to yourself. And look, and then we have the Queen of Wands that flipped out, which is a direct counterpart to the King of Wands. So this could be a soulmate relationship, but you're wanting to build with this person, but I feel like there's some secrets or some fears or some insecurities around the relationship. Or things could definitely move forward when the moon cycle completes, or during the eclipse. There could be enlightenment there. We got the Chariot here twice. All right, so in the position of how you are secretly feeling, I feel as though you have some communication that you want to say, some things that you want to say that you are not saying. I feel that you may not be saying it because your communication, the way that you outwardly communicate, won't be very tactful. I feel that you want to be a little bit more strategic at how you communicate and approach this situation. I feel that at this time, like if you were to communicate in the Page of Swords energy, things could get misconstrued. Like what you're trying to say won't be taken that way. It'll be taken maybe in a negative way, or it's just not mature communication. So you're right now just kind of sitting still, not doing anything, not wanting to make a move, possibly because of the fears. You're wanting to offer your cup of love, but you're having a lot of fears of possible conflict, or there is already conflict between you and a Capricorn or you and a Taurus, but you're wanting to avoid the conflict because you know that the communication is not going to be very effective because of the fears and the insecurities and the doubts and the negative thinking. Could be secrets, as I said, but you're wanting to move forward and offer love to someone. Yeah, then we have the Page of Cups. So the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. So I feel as though because of the fears and the conflict and the insecurities, you've had to kind of lower your approach vibration, if that makes sense. So let's say you were to go in hot and heavy. You're wanting to now kind of take it down a notch, approach this person on a more friendlier level. lowering your expectations as well. Okay. What you don't know is the Magician. So what I instantly felt with this is that you are not aware of how powerful you are right now, how powerful your manifestations are, how everything that you focus on can definitely happen. And I feel as though you could be focused on the wrong thing and manifesting the wrong thing. I really do. Wow, that was the second time the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles wanted to come out. So, you could also be focusing focus on manifesting being single. Seriously? Because you may have found something out. Hold on, you guys, my cards fell. So you may have found out that someone wasn't really on the up and up with you, so you're wanting to just walk away and just be single. Just being single, you would show up as a Nine of Pentacles, someone who is very capable of sustaining themselves and being very peaceful and happy. But at the same time, I feel as though, yeah, you're juggling the strength to remain in this situation. So, yeah, like I was saying, I feel as though your manifestation is very back and forth. You need to pick a side and stay there. You need to figure out exactly what direction you want to go with the situation and start manifesting in that direction, because I strongly feel as though you're managing, you're juggling the situation. You're in two minds about exactly which way you want to go. And it says it here, even though the King of Wands knows what direction he wants to go in when it comes to making a decision in love, there's a lot of fears and secrets and insecurities surrounding this circumstance between you and another person. So I feel as though it could be getting in the way of how you two collaborate. And communication isn't in its highest form right now due to a lot of fears, insecurities, conflict. So that's also causing issues with you standing firm in whatever decision it is you need to make. But in the fourth position of what you should do about this and what you should be aware of going forward, so what you should be aware of is that the tower is going to come down. The tower is going to fall. You couldn't seem to, this is when the universe steps in and say, okay, you're not really swaying in this choice. You're juggling. You're not really making a decision here. So let me come in and do what I need to do. I feel as though the tower falling is sending you in a mindset of betrayal. You're feeling as though you have gotten the bad end of the stick. Something didn't go as you wanted it to, and we have the Chariot here again, forward movement. But it seems as though that was like the kick that you needed. Why is the tower here? You're coming out of feeling left out in the cold. That's what the tower is going to do. It's going to bring you out of the cold. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Wow, so we have the two sixes. We have the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups again. Six of Cups is here twice. So I feel as though it has something to do with someone in your past, and you're having to move to a very mature and calmer mind state or thought process when it comes to this person. Chariot here. Possibly keep things platonic with this person if it's not already. Just keep things very light and friendly. Kind of like you digressed here. You went from a Knight of Cups to a Page of Cups. Where you're not just as hot and heavy. And so here it's like where you're calmer, where you are calm is in your Page of Pentacles, just offering friendship. Why is the Chariot here? So the Chariot is here to take a leap of faith. You're going to follow your intuition about a relationship. You're going to take a leap of faith when it comes to it. And that's where you're going to manifest that. We have so many as your outcome. So you're going to manifest the options that you really do want to work on as your outcome. Once you take that leap of faith and stand in your power of manifestation. It was the second time the Five of Cups wanted to come out. But I'm strongly feeling as though here, see how we have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups. What's 7 minus 5 is 2. So I feel as though you're going to manifest your options and you're going to see exactly which ones work for you. Out of the 3 that may be, did I say 7 minus, Lord God. Yeah, 7 minus 5 is 2. I'm sorry. I don't know why I was thinking of 3. That's, don't mind me. So out of the 3 options that are here, they do look like something that you would possibly want to work with. You have like this little head, statue, trophy looking thing. You got a cup of jewelry. You have a cup of castle, a cup of the wreath. And then there's like 3 that, you know, you wouldn't look twice at. Aside from all of that, I feel as though that there are a couple that you are mourning. Options that you are mourning, whether this be emotional options or actual people, but I strongly feel as though you are understanding this. You're going from the 7 of Cups to the 5 of Cups, which is going to ultimately lead you to the 2 of Cups, and your outcome is how I'm feeling about that. But we've made a couple full circles here because we once again have the Magician and the 8 of Pentacles. So like I was saying, Cancer, right now, especially since it's your season, you want to be very, 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 and it is the overall energy here with the 8 of Pentacles, you want to be very, very particular and methodical about what you are working on, what you are manifesting, what you are investing your time and your effort into, because that is what you are going to create. It can be something from your past for sure, a relationship or something that you're going to have to take a risk with, and then we get the Ace of Cups. Something that you're going to have to take a risk with, but you're going to have to follow your intuition about it. So definitely this is in regards to relationship. So let's just recap here. In the position of the heart of the matter, I feel as though you're coming to terms with your power, standing in your power and knowing what it is that you want, knowing what direction you want to go in here with the King of Wands. This King of Wands knows, like, he's looking in the direction he wants to go in. He's sitting there, look at how he's sitting there, like he is just patiently waiting on his time to approach whatever direction it is he's heading in. That is in regards to a decision in love. There had to be some type of decision made in love. It could be dealing with the fire sign as well, a fire female sign, or if you are the female, a fire male sign, or it could be same sex. I don't know. I don't know. This is y'all's business. You guys know better than me. But the reason that there could have been delays in making that decision is because there's some fear and insecurities and negative thinking involved here, especially with the Devil here and the Moon. Or it could be that the Moon cycle, you know, divine timing, that there had to be cycles to play out in this relationship the way that it did, for the decision to be made. But ultimately, your decision is to move forward, possibly with the fire sign or someone that you see as your direct counterpart, so that you can build with that person and work with them. That is your ultimate the core of the matter with you. At this time, I feel as though you are possibly making some sacrifices. This is how you are secretly feeling, and you are not outwardly expressing this. But you could be making some sacrifices because you don't feel as though your communication is strong enough. You don't feel as though you have a level head in regards to how you communicate. You know what it is that you want, you know how to get it, but to put it into words and to communicate it to this person, it may come across where they don't even really get what you're saying, and it could cause conflict here, because I feel that there is some devil energy involved here. There's fears, there's negative thinking, there's insecurities, possible sexual frustrations. So you're making the sacrifice here to kind of lower your approach in emotion. You are wanting to offer them some emotional messages, but instead of going in as the Knight of Cups, I feel as though you're going to hang tight and just approach them as the Page of Cups. Just a little friendlier, you know, not so hot and heavy, like, hey, I want a relationship now. But what you are not aware of is that you are in the Magician energy right now. You can practically have anything you want. You see the Ace of Cups there? You see the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Pentacle. Like, you can have everything that you want in its full abundance. You are manifesting that right now. It's your season, Cancer. But I feel as though there could be some some self-sabotaging going on here. Or you are thinking so negative, thinking that the worst is going to happen, the lying, cheating, stealing, you know, sneaking out in the middle of the night, not answering text messages, not responding to phone calls, that you are juggling right now exactly what it is you want to do. You don't know if you want to keep the strength and the courage to stay in this situation, or if you want to walk away and be single. You're in two minds about it. You're juggling. You're manifesting both. One minute you're like, this ain't no good for me. I don't want it. It's not going to work. Blah, blah, blah. And then the next you're like, oh yeah, I'm here. I have the courage to stand through. So basically, since you're in two minds about it, to bring you out of this lack of mentality, because this is upright, this is lack mentality. I don't have enough of, this isn't going right, woe it's me. To bring you out of this thought process and out of this feeling, the universe steps in and he brings down the Tower. Now this could be good or bad. We'll see here as I recap the cards. So the Tower is coming down. The Tower's coming down, and I feel like initially you are taken by surprise. You are hurt by this. You do feel betrayed by this. I don't know if it's something that it had to have been something that was said, because the swords are communication, and it could also just be a bunch of negative thoughts. The Tower itself could have caused you to just think every negative thought there is. But it also grounds you. It grounds you in a way where you can look at everything from all angles and you can move forward in the best direction for you. Which I feel as though it's someone from the past that you are having to get a different, you've had to look at them differently or communicate to them differently, or just see that things are moving to a more calmer state of mind within yourself when it comes to this person from the past. And, like I was saying, you're going to listen to your intuition on this one and just approach it in a more grounded, less hot and heavy, a little bit more practical approach, and just try again. Try to rebuild this foundation, or just take a leap of faith into a relationship type dynamic with possibly someone from the past. And it's clarified here again with the possible outcome that you are manifesting someone from the past here. You want to be very mindful of how you are manifesting that, how you are working on that, how are you investing in this person from the past. What exactly is it that you want from this person from the past? Because here you're seeing your options. You're seeing all 7 of your options here. And then with the 5 here, 5 of Cups here, you're even looking at what emotional investments, what people, what like emotional actions and everything that you've taken that did not work for you. So you want to get out of this energy of the 5 of Cups, although I feel as though you're looking at this as a whole. Like you were looking at what you want, seeing what you don't want, and it's gonna ultimately turn you around to see what it is that you do want, as long as you continue to manifest in a positive light. At the bottom of the deck here for your clarifiers, we have Ace of Cups, and then we have the 3 of Cups for reconciliation, and then we have, look at me as I pull, we have the Justice card coming out with karma and some truth coming out here, some clarity. So not only are you going to get new beginnings in love, but you're going to get new opportunity to speak and communicate in a very mature way. New clarity that is also being handed to you from the universe. Sorry guys, I'm like super stuffy. So yeah, I feel that overall this is a very good reading. I mean, it's just getting through this Tower moment ultimately, and I feel as though it could really be avoided if you get out of your head with the insecurities and the negative thoughts and the fears and make an ultimate decision. Because it seems as though the decision that you are delaying making out of fear is ultimately where it's going to lead you once the Tower hits. So I mean, can't tell you how to live your life, but that's your guidance, if you will, with the cards. And if you find that this video resonates with you, please thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel so that you can get future readings as well. And comment below. I read all of the comments. Again, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.